about to tear down this. I'm Michael Jackson, them baddest bag gon' get it. What you mean?
I'm Larry Ridley, and you're tuned in to Madden 18 on EA Sports. Today, we've got a team that's been great at defending the pass. The Falcons are #1 in pass defense, and they're going up against a 49ers offense that knows they'll be challenged.
All right, Larry, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the San Francisco 49ers and the Atlanta Falcons. Mahomes now on first down. They'll set up the screen to Lynch. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me. Good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Mahomes now on first down. They set up the screen to Lynch. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Now the first carry for Marshawn Lynch. And his first carry, he loses the football. And the Falcons grab it. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Well, he's going to have to shake out the cobwebs first time he touches the football, and he drops it on the ground.
So many times we talk about quarterbacks and taking care of them early to get them in the flow with safe throws, right? But with a runner, there is no such thing as a safe run, right? Right out of the gate, you're going to be in some traffic. You got to take care of the ball, and he didn't do that.
And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
Now Kessler. Left side completion to Jones. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. And he knocks it through. Here's Bosher to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself second-point defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. So because of the yards after the catch, they'll wisely decline the PI.
Yeah, since it was pass interference, they would have gotten the yardage at the spot of the foul. But as you correctly noted, a little bit of run after catch for them. That extra yardage made it easy to decline the penalty.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it's a 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
2nd down to the offense in search of 6 yards.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. We've got whistles, and the man slow to get up here is the quarterback, Mahomes. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Here's Foles. The catch made by Miller. And he's going to have a 1st down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Now Foles. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. George Kittle, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Short kick. It's taken to the 23. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make...
Devontae Freeman, they're not going to get him. Touchdown, Falcons. Devontae Freeman with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Falcons have taken the lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Let's go.
After the interception, here's Kessler. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
Well, you've got a receiver here who's got one touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage and make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Solomon Thomas, he's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Here's Schaub. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Now Schaub. Throws right side, and that's complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. 30 yards on the pickup there. And it'll give the Falcons a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
They face a 2nd and 7 to start things out. Freeman again. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
They'll look to throw. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. K.D. Cannon, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons will add on to their lead.
Now that touchdown won't allow you to totally relax, but you can breathe a little easier now. Just increased their lead.
Here's Bosher to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. On play action, they'll throw. Flushed out right. He'll let this thing go for Sanders. It's caught inside the 25. A big play there for the Niners. 49 yards.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Foles. Incomplete. Both players were there offensively and defensively, but it falls incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw is probably worse than the one he threw the interception. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember.
Please tell me this doesn't come off as snarky, but that's a relative chip shot. I mean, you've got to be able to execute that one. I don't care what they design on the other side about trying to block the kick. That should be 3 points on the board.
Yeah, we've talked about it before. If you're out at 55, 60 yards, low trajectory from here, you get that thing up, this should be 3.
Yeah, there's nothing routine in football, but this one really almost should be. Snap, hold, kick, ball through the post. Didn't happen that way.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And incomplete on the deep ball. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones, his intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Oh, boy, partner, did that just happen? I've got my hand over my eyes right now because, like him, it's going to haunt my dreams, too. He was wide open. How did he overthrow him there?
Defensively, just very lucky. You know that they got away with one there. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. He'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete as well. On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on to punt. Back deep is Emmanuel Sanders. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Now Sanders. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Niners will go on offense 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And an alley to run. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's called winning at the point of attack, isn't it? Right there at the line of scrimmage. He's a little bummed out now. He doesn't get credit for a tackle for a loss, but no gain. His guys will take that.
And speaking of winning, to be as cheesy as we can, he was the winner. Defensive player of the week award from last week, so he's really stringing together some good football.
So not only did he get a gold star, he might have gotten a gold watch too, huh?
A good pickup there, 22.
There's a good push to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely. I mean, size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. 1:59 to go in the 1st half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. His throw caught at about the 5. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for third. And now the passing game here in the second quarter is starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
And his kick is indeed good, and that'll push the lead up to 17. So give them 3 there. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they couldn't punch it in.
And credit this defense, too. That was the old bend but don't break approach, but it kept the offense out of the end zone.
This fielded at the 2. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The 49ers offense now, they worked their way back onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Derek Shelby in there to get him for a loss of 5.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense? Under pressure again, and down he goes again. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. He'll look to throw. Got his target, Pierre Garçon. He's at the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Pierre Garçon, 83 yards. And the 49ers get a score closer.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in the second, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left. Gold now out to kick it away. This is taken near the 13. And he's able to get it up close to the 35, but hang on here. Penalty marker down, and this one might be going the other way. So that will push him back.
And now we know why he had a little extra space to run, don't we? An illegal block in the back, that penalty will move them back.
To throw now on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to hold that one in.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. Devontae Freeman, they're not going to get him. The 20. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman, 77 yards. And the Falcons will extend their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Here's Bosher to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. Nifty move. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. The 49ers getting set to trot out there. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
And he will not be able to get away as Foles is taken down. Tech McKinley, he's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Looking for Sanders here on the deep ball. They've got his man complete. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. A big play there just before halftime. 62 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. Garrett Selleck, the tight end, was the target. And now it's second down. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. He had his lone attempt blocked earlier. And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good. So we are at halftime here in Atlanta with the Falcons out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry? On the NFL scoreboard, an update from Foxborough. The Jets are out to the early lead. Case Keenum with 2 first-half touchdown passes. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And they're 6 yards away from picking up the first here on second down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. That one good for 14 yards.
Here we go now. Green, Detroit! Detroit! Now let's go.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, second down. Second down now after the incompletion. He'll look to throw. And this one brought in by Sanu. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And he's got Sanu. And he's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Justin Hardy, his first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Lynch. Tough running, but not a lot to show for it. They stop him shy of the 25. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Able to haul it in is Kittle. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
10 more there and another first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
First down, the run with Lynch. And now running right through it. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, 49ers. Marshawn Lynch, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit. Here's Foles. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. Gold now out to kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. And now a 10th carry for Freeman. Freeman with a fast feet. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman, his 3rd touchdown of the game, 10th on the year. And the Falcons will extend their lead. Here's Bosher to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. They were trying to get the connection with the former Buckeye, Braxton Miller. And that'll bring up second down. Now Foles. Eluding the pressure right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Brooks Reed able to drop him for a loss of 4. The Niners on third down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. They'll set up a throw. Over the middle to Kittle. Complete. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Toss play to Lynch. And some room to work. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. 38 yards on the scamper there. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
They'll set up the screen to Lynch. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it up, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freeland.
And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. George Kittle with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the 49ers get a score closer. Back to throw. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. And it's a short kick, taken right around the 19. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent is really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. Now Schaub. And Jones has it over the middle. That one goes for 24 yards. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand.
Devontae Freeman, they're not going to get him. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. That one 28 yards on the ground. And now a first down following that long gain. From the red zone now, they'll look to to throw. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Here's Bosher to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. They start the drive with Lynch. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. On play action, they'll throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, he'll force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner. And just think about how good that feels, because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right, and sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game, and they translated that into a win.
They did indeed. They protected the home field, and now the final stages. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Solomon Thomas in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
The Falcons on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. Here's Shaw. Looking deep for Julio. Got a man that's caught inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Julio Jones with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Falcons continue to pour it on. Here's Bosher to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
don't forget today. don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there, hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call. And you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all that yardage. That would be a big play.
Now he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. The Niners on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 10. Foles. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt, certainly not what he wanted. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. So out come the Falcons now. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Again, they'll run with Freeman. And he'll get it down to the play to the 37. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Running right, this is Freeman. And some room to maneuver. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did.